Alrighty, so this is going to be a reading for my Aries. Thank you so much for joining me back on my YouTube channel. This is going to be a forecast for January 25th through the 27th. So we're going to go ahead and hop straight into it. Quick disclaimer, this is going to be a general message, so you definitely do want to use a level of discernment when viewing this. I do offer personal readings, so if you are interested in one of those, I do have my information listed below, as well as my information for my Patreon if you do want to check out the extended version of this message, okay? So let's go ahead and get straight into it. The first thing I really want to talk about is the energy you guys came from a couple of days ago, okay? So the cards we have here, we have the financial constraints card, and we also have the Queen of Pentacles. So definitely feeling as if financially there was some sort of loss here. For some of you guys, you could have had to spend a lot of money on some sort of like move or something. Others of you, this could have been like you having to, I'm getting tongue tied already. This is having to buy like a new vehicle, or for some of you guys having to go into your savings account so that you can pay for some bills or things of that nature. Others of you could have felt like your job wasn't giving you the amount of money that you wanted. For some of you guys, you could have quit your job and lost money from that. Others of you, a job that you guys have invested a lot of energy and effort into may have not been paying you as much, or you could have just felt like financially there was some sort of drought. With the Queen of Pentacles, this could have put you in a space of really trying to find ways to turn that around. I don't feel like any of my Aries got discouraged by any sort of financial shortage. This, if anything, inspired you to go after more ways to make more money, especially if you are somebody who's self-employed or working towards being self-employed. This is figuring out ways, like I said, to financially manifest more for yourself. Let me clarify this. Yeah, the Fool card. So this is you guys taking a leap of faith in new territories to make your financial situation change. For some of you as well, you could have had like a Queen of Pentacles ask you for some money, and this could have like really put a dent on your finances. What's another thing? Again, financial responsibilities also may have ate at your bank account. Like you may have had like automatic withdrawal on so many things, and then it just kept taking more and more money out of your account here. But like I said, you guys didn't really get discouraged by this financial issue or this financial deficit. This actually made you guys jump into new opportunities, new beginnings in your finances, and helped you again handle your responsibilities. Yeah, 10 of Cups. For some of you guys, you could have also felt like financially you weren't ready to have a family, but you could have found out that you were pregnant. Or for others of you, again, a family member may have been stressing you out about money, and this just made you feel as if it's time for you to take a step into new territory for yourself, like getting out the house. And you could have been like scared that maybe financially it would eat at your finances if you were to take that step. So the universe is saying that's not true. You just need to make sure that you are saving your money, and that if you are going to be moving, that you're being very cautious with your spending at this moment. Now, let's talk a little bit about the energy you guys are going to be experiencing this week. So I do have the Patience card, and I also have the Three of Cups. So the Patience card, this is your spirit guides confirming to you that everything that you're waiting to manifest is on its way to you. It is just taking some time to manifest. Okay, so if you have been putting in that hard work, if you have been focusing on what's important in regards to your manifestations, things will fall suit. This is just being very self-aware of the effort that you're putting in. Are you procrastinating? Are you putting things off that could be handled in a shorter amount of time? Or are you just like waiting until the perfect time to go after your creative accolades, or after that dream career? And the universe is saying, stop waiting. It's time for you to go ahead and put yourself out there. Time is going, and the more you wait to put yourself out there, the longer you're prolonging the opportunity for yourself. Another thing I am seeing with this, if you are waiting for somebody to come back into your life who you may have broken up with, who may have put you in a third party situation, this is for one, understanding that that's going to take some time as well, but the universe is prolonging it because they want you to really think about whether or not this opportunity is something that you want to go back to, especially with the Three of Cups. This is Yeah, Knight of Swords too. This is the universe making sure that you're not going to act quickly on a situation that may not be good for you, especially if there is other people attached and you're aware of it. This is only for my people who are aware of a third party situation. Some of you guys are not in a third party situation, and we'll talk about the other scenario I'm seeing in a second. But yeah, this is definitely the universe trying to keep you from acting too quickly on something that's not going to be good for you. And then for others of you, this is more about you guys being patient when it comes to reconciling with somebody. Yes, just because there may be issues with the communication where when you guys start talking to each other, it may go dry right after, or there may be arguments with somebody who you're dealing with. Okay. Now, when it comes to the advice I can give you for this week, I do have the Broken Heart card and the 10 of Wands. So this is not focusing on your disappointments. For a lot of you, there is certain things that you're not too pleased with that may have panned out. Okay, this could be things not working out for you in your career, things not working out with a love situation where you really felt like you and this person were going to be together for a very long time. And for some of you guys, you were together for a very long time. Things just may have went sour. But with the 10 of Wands, this is not holding on to the burden or the baggage of the past. This is like Erica Badu bag lady. I always say this whenever I see the 10 of Wands. This is somebody who's just carrying so many burdens from all these experiences that they've had and not letting it go and just letting it kind of trail on their back while they're trying to look for new beginnings. And that's not how life works. You can't start new with a whole bunch of baggage from an old situation or an old way of thinking that's holding you back as well. So this is being aware of that, but also not focusing so much, like I said, on disappointments financially or disappointments in career, whatever it may be. Understand that there's an opportunity for you to make more for yourself financially. You just need to make sure that you're making yourself an asset. Make yourself the value, and you will attract unconsciously. All right. Okay, so let's talk about the obstacle that may come up. We do have the Angel of Love and we do have the Seven of Wands. So this could be defensiveness coming from a love situation. This could be also some of you guys needing to defend your heart space, because a lot of you may be a very sensitive individual, and when you care about people, you care about people. So this puts you in a predicament where emotionally you may risk your own feelings for other people and their fuck ups, and then it puts you in a situation where you have to kind of fight your way through those situations. So if you are realizing that you're dealing with people who are very self-limiting, make sure they're not limiting you from doing what you need to do, especially if these are love partners. Okay. Another thing I am seeing as well, the obstacle may be you guys having an imbalance in your heart chakra. So for a lot of you, if you are feeling as if you're having a hard time welcoming in new love or even having a balanced relationship, you may need to look at your heart chakra. And I definitely do recommend rose quartz. You guys already know rose quartz is going to be your best friend. I do have crystals, shameless plug. So if you do want a rose quartz bracelet, I do sell those. But rose quartz honestly is going to be your best friend. Also, focused meditations on the heart chakra is going to be your best friend as well. Now, clarifying the Seven of Wands, I have the Eight of Wands. So, wow. So, yeah, this is definitely you guys having a hard time getting over trials and tribulations you guys have gone through creatively and also energetically. And until you guys get past that, it's going to be a problem here with you guys manifesting the finances that you want. So, really what I'm seeing here, the only obstacle that's going to keep you from being successful this week is focusing on what hasn't worked out for you already and staying stuck on that to the point where you don't move forward. Because yes, you may have had difficulties. Yes, there may have been disappointments that may have came up, but you still have to keep pushing though. It's kind of like the universe saying, but did you die though? You know, it's kind of like the universe putting those obstacles in front of you guys as well to show you before you guys actually really hit big and, you know, actually are successful, what to not do and what to do. Because sometimes we want to be so successful and we see ourselves in these positions, but we don't realize the magnitude of what it's like to be in those positions and also how we need to have our shit together. So things may have not worked out because you may have not been in a space to where you're ready for that. Okay. And for love, that's what I'm seeing as well. If there was obstacles in love for some time, this may have been due to the fact that there were certain things that you needed to see that you're so beyond. Okay. Whether that's like your maturity level is beyond that, or there's just certain lessons that you needed to learn at that moment so that you can make better decisions for yourself on a personal level. Now, let's talk about the outcome. Okay. So for the outcome of these next couple of days, we do have deceit and we also have the chariot. Okay. So for a lot of you, I don't feel like this is deceit that is going to happen this week. If for some of you guys, you're in a relationship this week, I would be kind of careful with somebody being kind of dishonest, but you will be able to pick it up. And the second that you pick up on the fact that the person is being deceptive, you could always reference back to this video. But others of you, this is deception that you've already encountered. And with the chariot, this is letting me know that you guys are actually moving on from it. This is realizing that the deception doesn't keep you confined to that situation here. Let me clarify this chariot too. You could have also been lied to by a Cancer. So if you guys are in some sort of situation with the Cancer, that may be the case. Yeah. For a lot of you, this is ending any sort of cycle here where somebody was a liar. Okay. And this is you guys putting in that work for self-development here after having so many issues. And if this isn't about a person in particular, this could be self-deception where you were lying to yourself about your potential and what you can and cannot do. Sometimes we tell ourselves, oh, I can't do that. Oh, I can't possibly see myself that far. And sometimes that's just mental lies that we're feeding ourselves. And you're going to be able to move forward past that after really letting go of that defeated energy. Okay. There's no defeat here. There's only rebirth for my Aries, point blank, period. And a lot of you guys are really going to be putting that work in so that you guys can keep pushing forward. But yeah, focusing on that defeat is not going to help you move forward. Or feeling defeated. There you go. Because there's no defeat in this situation. This is just rejuvenation here. Okay. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about what's going on with you guys. I'm actually going to pull some cards from this deck. You guys love this deck whenever I use it because so many random messages come out of this deck. So we're going to have a little fun. We're going to see what comes out. This is the random portion. And then, like I said, we will finish the rest of this reading off, covering what's going on with your love life. We're going to do a full spread and we're going to see what exactly is popping in that arena. So let's talk about what else is going on with my Aries. Aries for January 25th through the 27th, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Energy surrounding my Aries. What is the advice they need to hear? Okay, so first card out. Enemy in reverse. Okay, I like to see this card in reverse. Thank you. So with the enemy card in reverse, a lot of you guys, you're being very, very smart with your energy. There is nothing wrong with you being antisocial. There is nothing wrong with you distancing yourself from people, because a lot of times when you give people access to you way too much, people find ways to kind of take advantage of that and to use that to their own, gain. So with the enemy card in reverse, if there has been any people around you who you've noticed, acting a little funny towards you, or you just energetically haven't been feeling like connecting with them the same anymore, there may be a reason why. These people may be low-key haters of you, or low-key people who aren't happy for your success or happy for your evolution as an individual. It's not even about success. This is just people who aren't happy for your evolution, or people who just have their own ulterior motives. So with the enemy card in reverse, a lot of you guys, you don't have any enemies around you right now because you've gotten rid of them. You've gotten those people out of your life by emotionally distancing yourself from them, being able to pick up on their motives, and being able to be like, look, I'm good. I'm not entertaining that. Okay. And walking away. So that's actually pretty good here. Let's see. And if for some of you guys, this is also a warning to keep people like that away from you. If you sense that there is any funny, money, if you sense that there's any funny moving people, keep them away from you. Okay. I never know how to say this card's name, so I'm not going to try. But this is all about you guys having freedom, finally. Being free from your own mental thoughts. Again, I was saying, a lot of my Aries have been in this disappointed energy for a while. And this is now you guys setting yourself free from, again, a lot of relationships where people are low key envious of you or low key feeling some sort of way, but also releasing yourself from limiting thoughts, limiting situations, whether this is a job where it's like you feel very claustrophobic in it or you feel very lost. This is you guys setting yourself free from that. So this is actually very, very positive. Ooh, okay, so we have Fortune. So again, my Aries are really going to be getting to the bag this week. If there was any sort of financial constraints last week or a couple of days ago or whenever, you guys are not going to let that stop you. This is you guys making money manifest for yourself, using your talents to help you make money manifest for itself, and also being very clear on your intentions with the money, what you're going to spend it on. What I will say is make sure as well, Aries, that you guys aren't just blowing money whenever it just comes in, because then you won't really see some sort of change within your financial situation. You're just going to be spending it on a wheel, and it'll just be a wheel of gaining money, then spending it, gaining money, then spending it. If there is some sort of money contract that you're going to be signing, whether that's like a lease or a lease for a car or a home, apartment, whatever it may be very clear on what you're signing. Be very clear on exactly what that's going to require from you financially, and make sure that you're able to keep up with that. Okay, definitely make sure, and make sure you're not just going based off of faith. I'm a strong believer in faith, but you want to make sure that you're looking at your financial situation from a realistic viewpoint. Okay, let's pull one more card. Okay, so we have consolation, but it's in reverse. So for a lot of you, the reason also why you haven't, how do I put this in words? The reason why for some of you guys you've been having issues with manifesting money at the moment, this may be due to the fact that you guys haven't asked the universe for it. For some of you guys, it's been a while since you've spoken to the universe, to your spirit guides, and let them know exactly what you want from your situation or what exactly you needed help from. And a lot of times our spirit guides can help us and save us out of situations if we just ask. So it could be as simple as you praying, or, sending, or not even sending, putting different things on your altar to honor your ancestors if that's something that you're into. But definitely making sure that you guys are keeping in touch with your spirit guides, that you guys are being very self-aware of, the relationship that you have with them. Okay. Another thing I am seeing as well, you guys will not be denied. For some of you guys, you think that if you ask the universe for more, or you actually accept more that the universe is trying to give you, that it's going to make you fall flat on your ass. Whether that's in love, where you're settling for what you don't really want, or in finances, where you're settling for what you don't really want. The universe is saying, we're not going to say no. We're not going to deny you. It's just you need to stop denying yourself. Okay, catch that T. All right, let's pull one more card. We have the friend card in reverse. Okay, so I guess this is the right way to end the reading. So for a lot of you guys with the friend card in reverse, a lot of friends that you guys may be losing at the moment, there's a reason for why you're losing them. It's going back to what I was saying about the enemy card in reverse. A lot of those friends that you don't have around you anymore, they may have had their own ulterior motives for why they wanted to be friends with you, whether it was to gain your knowledge, or you may be somebody who's very resourceful and they're just like trying to soak up your energy, or people who aren't genuinely your friends who just want to be around. A lot of you guys, there's a reason for why you just don't have friends at this moment. It's because of that reason. Others of you, if you have too many people around you, be aware of who's genuinely your friend and who's not, who is very compassionate in regards to who you are as a person, or who's just trying to leech onto you because of, your light and what you possess. Okay? Because my mom always told me, everybody's not your friend. So I'm going to stop the reading here. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope that I was able to give you some sort of guidance or clarity. clarity. If you do want a personal reading with me, like I said, that information will be listed below in the description box, as well as my link so that you guys can check out this full spread where we talk about what's going to be going on with your love life. Definitely check that out. And